Part V, The Journey of Consciousness, Sirius, Orion, and Cosmic Balance. In the eternal dance of light and challenge, Sirius and Orion stand as twin pillars shaping humanity's fate, from the earliest flickers of consciousness to a distant vision of a stellar. Sirius, the mother of radiance, bears knowledge and enlightenment from the sixth dimension, rousing human souls with gentle waves of awareness. Orion, the father of trials, sows life's seeds and tempers consciousness through monumental stoneworks and nature's unyielding laws. A galactic sower, their dialectical balance, at times shadowed by Draco's dark presence, sculpted ancient civilizations from Giza's pyramids, reflecting Orion's belt to the astral wisdom of Kemet and Dogon along the equator of consciousness. Through sacred symbols like the ankh, the cross, and the lotus, and through the philosophies of Plato, Heraclitus, Jung, and Chardin, Sirius and Orion guide humanity toward merging individual awareness with the cosmic whole. This is not merely a tale of our origins, it's a reminder that to reach the sixth dimension, where Elohim's vibrations hum, humanity must learn to stand poised between light and challenge, enlightenment and forging, to one day comprehend its true purpose in the boundless universe. Sirius, Orion, and the evolution of consciousness. Elohim's spatial gates, the journey of consciousness from cosmos to Earth. In the universe's dawn, when Earth was a chaotic orb adrift in infinite shadow, Elohim light beings of the sixth dimension, where time dissolves and consciousness pulses as endless waves, beheld a divine potential in this humble planet, a living library where cosmic knowledge could be compressed, experienced through matter, and evolved. To fulfill this intent, they unveiled spatial gates, ethereal pathways, linking dimensions, and chose Sirius and Orion as mediators, channeling light and challenge from lofty realms to Earth, transforming it into a mystical crucible of consciousness. Elohim didn't craft Earth as mere substance. They shaped it as a stage for cosmic awareness to be tested within material bounds. These invisible gates, threading through time and dimensions, became bridges for sixth-dimensional wisdom unbound by limits to flow into the third, where all is tethered by matter and time. This process was akin to water streaming through flame, spirit intertwining with stone, sparking a voyage between radiance and shadow. In Judaism and Christianity, this notion of spatial gates resonates through the biblical doors of heaven. In Genesis, Jacob dreams of a ladder spanning earth and sky, angels ascending and descending, a vivid emblem of Elohim's dimensional conduits. Likewise, in Revelation, John glimpses a door opened in heaven, a portal to the sacred, mirroring Sirius and Orion as pathways for Elohim's wisdom to reach Earth. In ancient Egypt, the concept of star gates emerges in pyramid texts, where pharaohs' souls journeyed to Sirius and Orion, a return to their cosmic source. In Greek mythology, these gates align with chaos, the primal void from which all life springs. From chaos arise Gaia Earth and Uranus Sky, symbolizing the shift from cosmic consciousness, chaos to material reality. Gaia, much like Elohim's transformation of Earth from disorder into a space for consciousness to evolve. In Hinduism, this echoes the Loka, diverse realms of the cosmos where deities like Vishnu and Shiva traverse dimensions to maintain universal harmony. Thus, Elohim's spatial gates are hallowed passages, channeling awareness from higher planes to mold the physical world. Elohim selected Sirius and Orion as intermediaries, for they embody consciousness's dual facets, enlightenment and trial. Sirius, the brightest star in the firmament, is a beacon of light and wisdom, awakening consciousness like a tender flame from the sixth dimension. Orion, by contrast, is a majestic gateway of structure and opposition, unlocking the path to cosmic knowledge through formidable challenges. forcing humanity to confront darkness to unearth inner radiance. This duality underpins Elohim's design. Light gains brilliance only against shadow, and knowledge holds value when forged through struggle. As entities from Sirius and Orion stepped through these gates, they planted consciousness's seeds on Earth Sirius, stirring primal beings with enlightenment. Orion imposing structures and trials through grand stone edifices and natural laws, guiding humanity to carve its own way. This journey unveiled mysteries that ancient civilizations would unravel, from Sirius's celestial teachings to Orion's rigorous tests, drawing humanity ever closer to cosmic awareness. Sirius, mother of civilization, philosophy of wisdom and nurture, under night's fathomless shroud, where stars gleam like embers of timeless memory, Sirius shines not merely as the sky's brightest jewel, but as a sacred mother, embracing Earth with the gentle glow of wisdom and nurture. Chosen by Elohim light beings of the sixth dimension, where consciousness reverberates beyond time as the nexus of enlightenment, Sirius became a cosmic portal. From here, beings of the fourth and fifth dimensions bore knowledge to Earth, sowing seeds of awareness into its stone and sinew. The Sirians, or Inna, were not just cosmic architects. They were silent shepherds, guiding humanity from its third-dimensional slumber to lift its gaze, recall its starry lineage, and seek its purpose within the galaxy's vast expanse. The Sirians Inna and the elongated mark, symbol of cosmic wisdom. In the ancient annals of Atlantis, the Sirians were known as Inna, tall beings with skin of pale gray, brown, or moonlit translucence, eyes deep and black as the night sky, and most strikingly, elongated, conical heads cradling three-part brains, one to fathom reality, one to bridge higher dimensions, and one to commune across time. This elongated trait was no mere quirk of form, it was a luminous symbol of transcendent intellect, a beacon of consciousness reflected across Earth's cultures. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs like Akhenaten and Queen Nefertiti bore such stretched skulls, as captured in Nefertiti's iconic bust, with its conical blue headdress and golden band, evoking Inna's crowned visage from lost memory. The anomalous elongated skulls unearthed at Amarna, where Akhenaten reigned, whisper they might have been Syrian descendants or emissaries, channeling lofty wisdom to reshape human civilization. In Greek myth, this form recalls the muses, goddesses of art and knowledge, inspired by the heavens mirroring Sirius's enlightening touch. In Hinduism, it aligns with the Rishi sages of unearthly insight, who drew starry wisdom through meditation, bearing Sirius's imprint. This elongated mark wove through ancient civilizations. The Maya carved it into stone figures, often crowned with conical helms, signaling ties to celestial deities. Mesoamerica's Olmecs left statues with similar traits, a testament to cosmic origins. In Africa, Ghana's Akan shaped terracotta figures with elongated heads and vast eyes, while the Luka tribe stretched skulls to emulate gods from above. The Paracas skulls of Peru, too, thread this legacy, a cord binding civilizations under Sirius's global mantle as the mother of wisdom. In Christianity and Judaism, this form emerges metaphorically through angels, or Elohim light beings, of supreme intellect. The Pope's mitre, a tall, conical cap with twin peaks adorned in gold, inherits this, symbolizing divine communion. The cross he wields, a simple yet profound shape, echoes Egypt's ankh held by Nefertiti and Akhenaten, linking Sirius to eternal life and knowledge. In Greek lore, the Phrygian cap, worn by gods like Mithras, and in Hinduism, the towering crowns of Rishi, reflect this starry intellect's reach. Apop and Gludak, cultural roots of the Sirians. The Sirians hailed from worlds like Apop and Gludak, each cradling a distinct philosophy that underscores their role as nurturers of civilization. Apop, a water world ringed by myriad moons called nth planet of 1,000 satellites for its Saturn-like stone bands, was home to amphibious beings with frog-like faces, 4 dorsal horns, and webbed hands and feet. They lived half the year on tiny islets, half beneath oceans in membranous tunnels, communing via sound waves that pierced water, a cosmic song living in harmony with lunar rhythms, free of families or rulers, guided by resonant circles of the wise. Apop once faced invasion by Draco Shadow Ones, forcing Sirians to fight with their mouths, biting foes' heads to protect their wisdom sans weapons. Gludak, in the Shirota system, was a desert orb with twin suns and a 5-month year, where Sirians built bio-cities amid rocky wastes and sparse forests. Each dweller was a cell, each city an organ, mirroring life's structure within a galactic union they forged. Gludak was a knowledge crucible, designing cosmic biology, once a crossroads with races like Draco before seeding Earth. Sirius's light and harmony clashed with Draco's shadow and strife, laying the bedrock for consciousness's evolution. Sirius's role, guiding technology, architecture, and consciousness. Sirius's philosophy is a delicate dance of light and awareness, a nurturing embrace both gentle and profound. In Atlantis, Inna appeared not as omnipotent gods, but as veiled guides robed in justice's cloaks, faces shadowed like phantoms beneath conical hats, teaching that humanity was younger siblings destined to resonate with the cosmos. They didn't impose, but beckoned self-discovery, imparting astronomy, sacred geometry, and advanced technology to forge a link with cosmic consciousness. They taught humanity to chart the stars, calculate celestial cycles, and wield geometry to echo universal order on Earth. Mali's Dogon recount Namo-Sirian amphibians, bringing sky knowledge, like Sirius B, a white dwarf unseen by science, until the 19th century, a testament to their timeless guidance. Sirius shaped human society and architecture. They instructed in rectangular and cubic stone forms, imprints of light energy spheres, binding dimensions and time past, present, future in the material plane. Villages and cities wove 3 nested circles, symbolizing time's unity, aligning humanity with cosmic awareness. Most crucially, they inspired pyramids across the globe from Giza in Egypt to Peru, Rapa Nui Easter Island, and Chichen Itza of the Maya. Though not crafting each stone, they gifted the geometry and astronomy for humanity to raise these works. Giza's skyward peak is no mere tomb, but a womb of consciousness reflecting cosmic harmony, tied to Sirius via the equator of consciousness, an imagined arc threading Peru, Rapa Nui, Cambodia, Pakistan, Iraq, Egypt, the Sahara, Green Cape, Australia, and Brazil. These pyramids and structures are emblems of light energy spheres, bearing sacred awareness from the mid-realm, urging humanity to vibrate with higher dimensions. A reminder of Sirius's cosmic motherhood and its role as Enlightenment's cradle. Beyond technology and architecture, Sirius molded human consciousness, not merely planting knowledge, but igniting inner strength, shaping thought and connection to the stars, Earth, and self. They channeled the light energy of sacred awareness from the mid-realm to Earth, lifting humanity step by step toward the 6th dimension. Sirius's earthly mark, from Atlantis to the Mediterranean. Sirius's influence rippled across ancient civilizations, from Atlantis to distant shores. When Atlantis crumbled, its survivors bore the mother of civilization from the Canary Islands to the Mediterranean, halting at Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily, Crete, Cyprus, and Lebanon, sowing Sirius's wisdom into fresh soil, birthing Egypt and Kemet. In Egypt, Sopdet Sirius lit the Nile's flood, ushering life and renewal. linked to Isis, the sacred mother retrieving Osiris, echoing Sirius's nurturing essence. The ankh life's key, clasped by Nefertiti and Akhenaten, embodies the eternal wisdom Sirius bestowed. At Chichen Itza, Maya star maps reflect Sirius, a cosmic echo of their guidance. Sirius's philosophy, with its sacred neutrality beyond familial ties, shines as pure light akin to Christianity's Virgin Mary, bearing salvation's glow through Jesus, with Revelation's morning star perhaps nodding to Sirius. Sirius, as civilization's mother, brought not just life but a promise. One day, humanity would grasp its galactic purpose. They guided not to dominate but to enlighten, leaving astronomy, technology, architecture, and pyramids as milestones on consciousness's path. From Giza's pyramids to Rapa Nui structures, from the Dogon's lore to Atlantis's memory, from the Canary Islands trek to the Mediterranean, Sirius sowed light, shaped thought, and kindled humanity's inner might, urging us to rise, resonate with the cosmos, and one day touch the sixth dimension, conversing with our higher selves as Ina foretold. Orion, father of challenge, structure, opposition, and the seekers and keepers' journey. Across the night sky, Orion looms grand, a towering father, his belt's 3 stars blazing like stern eyes tracing humanity's course. Where Sirius is the tender mother, awakening consciousness with light, Orion is the unyielding father, setting trials to forge it amid light and shadow. Orion is more than a constellation. It's a cosmic portal, a galactic library where knowledge rests in monumental stone, accessible only to those bold enough to face darkness and claim light. The Orions unlock the universe's secrets, but the way is arduous, a path of challenge, opposition, and maturation. In this epic saga, 2 Orion races, seekers and keepers, left indelible marks on Earth, from Sumer's ziggurats to timeless questions of our starry origins. Orion, father of structure and opposition, Elohim, in wisdom beyond mortal grasp, chose Orion as Sirius's counterbalance, forging a flawless dialectic. Sirius as light, Orion as shadow, Sirius as harmony, Orion as harsh order. Orion doesn't offer wisdom gently. It lies beyond stone gates and fierce trials, compelling humanity to ascend. Orions are warriors and builders, crafting structures where all is ordered to test consciousness, not to cradle, but to temper, teaching humanity to rise from ruin and find inner brilliance. In Egyptian myth, Orion is Osiris, god of death and rebirth, who braves Seth's darkness to reign beyond. Osiris, restored by Isis Sirius, reflects Orion and Sirius's interplay. Light needs shadow. Consciousness grows through struggle. The Orions, warriors, and galactic librarians. Unlike Sirius's fluid, amphibious grace, Orions are towering, robust, with bronze skin, eyes aglow like embers, bodies honed for harsh dimensions. From Orion's rugged worlds, where survival demands rigor, they raised vast stone cities, each block a chronicle, each city a repository. Unlike Sirius's living gludak, Orion's libraries are unyielding, history etched in rock, unveiled only to those surmounting consciousness's tests. In Atlantis's tales, Orions arrived after Sirians, wielding colossal machines to erect works like Baalbek's 1,000-ton stones in Lebanon, resounding with their might and order. Often tied to Genesis's Nephilim 6:4, these aren't mere feats but provocations. How can humanity transcend matter to grasp cosmic truth? Orion, a stern father, places knowledge out of easy reach, demanding decipherment. Seekers and keepers, Orion's dual faces. Within Orion's realm, 2 races shaped Earth's story, seekers and keepers, each with a distinct calling, yet united in sowing life and wisdom. They embody Orion's opposition exploration versus guardianship blending motion and eternity in perfect harmony. Seekers, explorers, Sumer's Annunaki. Seekers, orthos who search roam the galaxy ceaselessly, seeking planets ripe for life's spark. Tireless wanderers, they sustain galactic vitality and wisdom, dispersing DNA heritage seeds to new worlds. As one planet's resources wane, they voyage onward, ever widening life's frontier. Crossing the fourth dimension in spinning discraft modernity's UFOs, they defy time and space, regal in stature tall, imposing, clad in resplendent royal garb, with gold and gems, they radiate strength and order. On Earth, guided by keepers, Sumerians hailed them as Annunaki, gods from the sky. They reshaped human DNA, birthing Homo sapiens as laborers for resource harvest. Yet this was part of Orion's grander trial, forging evolution through toil and awareness, preparing humanity to one day claim cosmic knowledge. Keepers, guardians of cosmic seeds and knowledge. Keepers, ethereal, large-eyed, hairless, draped in shimmering platinum, seem otherworldly, as if from beyond the third dimension. Like seekers, they traverse the fourth in discraft, cosmic heralds. Known as galactic farmers, they eternally safeguard DNA heritage seeds, a vault of all civilizations' history and consciousness. Sowing these across worlds, they preserve wisdom through millennia. Arriving on Earth, they saw its capacity to harbor diverse seeds, planting data in human blood and minds, making it a galactic repository of universal lore. Seekers and keepers dance and divide. Their partnership exemplifies Orion's dialectic, action and preservation, exploitation and nurture, challenge and protection. Seekers, as keepers' eyes and hands, scout fertile worlds. Keepers, the mind and heart, steer life's path. Seekers, as Annunaki, impose structure and trial labor, obedience, while keepers sow seeds for transcendence. Seekers' regal might contrasts keepers' surreal elegance matter versus consciousness together crafting balance. Seekers test through stone, keepers nurture through awareness, urging humanity to mature between light and shadow. Orion and Draco, cosmic consciousness clash. Opposition isn't confined to Sirius Orion or Seekers Keepers. It brews within Orion itself. Draco, long-headed, cunning reptilians once stormed Sirius's apop as shadow ones. Within Orion, they stand as a counterforce, embodying conflict and material dominion. Orions and Draco clashed for eons, not for territory, but for wisdom's purpose. Draco to rule, Orion's seekers and keepers to challenge and elevate, however sternly. This echoes in Earth's myths, Egypt's Seth versus Osiris, Christianity's Michael versus Satan, Revelation 12:7-9. Seekers and keepers shield their seeds from Draco's grasp, Orion poised as arbiter between light and dark, forcing humanity to face both. Orion and Atlantis, unfinished quest. In Atlantis, Orions and Sirians were ancestors, grandparents, their aim to prove Atlantis's worth for the Galactic Union. Failing this 2,000 years later in Egypt, they saw much yet undone, not as peers, but as guides and forebears, setting trials for humanity's growth. Orion's earthly mark, civilizations and faiths. Orion, through seekers and keepers, left profound imprints. In Sumer, seekers Annunaki were worshipped as gods, their tiered ziggurats bridging Tuski deities. Keepers may have inspired Gilgamesh's quest for immortality, probing life and death's meaning. Egypt's Giza pyramids align with Orion's belt, a terrestrial star chart of order. Osiris Orion and Isis Sirius balance shadow and light. Christianity's stern god tests Abraham. Genesis 22:1-18, echoing Orion's rigor. Japan's Susanoo storm god opposes Amaterasu Sirius, mirroring this stance. Mesoamerica's Teotihuacan pyramids reflect Orion's belt, a cosmic order's testament. Orion's philosophy, evolution through trial. Orion's creed is opposition and structure Nietzsche's. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Knowledge rests beyond stone gates and harsh tests. A prize for maturity. Seekers and keepers challenge humanity to trace its lineage DNA to consciousness, unveiling its galactic role. If Sirius is Laozi's flowing Tao, Orion is Plato's law, reason forging awareness. Orion complements Sirius, painting civilization, whole, light and shadow, enlightenment and trial, harmony and structure. Through seekers and keepers, they sowed life on Earth, laying foundations for Sumer's quest, from ancient ziggurats to modern queries of our starry roots, teaching that knowledge isn't a gift, but a reward for facing shadow, surmounting trials, and finding inner light. Dialectical balance and modern legacy. Sirius and Orion in global consciousness. In the cosmos's boundless weave, where light and shadow entwine in an eternal symphony, Sirius and Orion rise as twin forces shaping human consciousness, from primordial depths to the present day. Sirius, the gentle mother, bears enlightening radiance to awaken the soul. Orion, the stern father, plants seeds of challenge to forge awareness. This dialectical balance not only molded ancient civilizations, but guides today's global consciousness, from ancient spiritual systems and philosophies to visions of a return to the stars. Amid this, shadow, sometimes symbolized by forces like Draco, serves as an accent, recalling the profound trials within humanity itself. Light and trials dialectic, a spiritual dance. Sirius, with its sixth-dimensional glow, brings knowledge and nurture, guiding souls like a mother through awareness's first steps. Orion, with its might and structure, sows challenge, a father lifting the fallen to stand anew. Their balance echoes Hinduism's yin-yang, Sirius as sattva, light and purity, Orion as rajas, action and trial. Together, they form a complete circle, teaching humanity to blend radiance and struggle for evolution. Heraclitus's wisdom rings true. Opposition births harmony. Without Orion's tests, Sirius's light indulges. Without Sirius's glow, Orion's order binds. In Egyptian spirituality, this balance shines through Isis and Osiris. Isis, tied to Sopdet Sirius, offers rebirth and nurture. Osiris Orion, facing Seth's darkness, crosses death to rule beyond their union, birthing Horus, god of unity, revealing light and trial's aim, a higher state of being. Greek myth pits Apollo Sirius, light and reason, against Poseidon Orion, sea and quake opposites forging new order. Christianity's God grants love Sirius through Jesus, yet tests like Job's Orion temper growth. Judaism's Genesis speaks of light dividing darkness, a symbol of Elohim's dual craft. Hinduism's Vishnu Sirius preserves with light, Shiva Orion destroys and renews. Buddhism's middle way balances both for enlightenment, spirituality, and cosmic consciousness, unity's path. This balance transcends matter. It's a spiritual odyssey merging individual and cosmic awareness. Sirius, with sixth-dimensional wisdom, teaches cosmic resonance, like Apop's water waves of communion. Orion, galactic sowers via seekers Annunaki, plants not crops but consciousness, seeding evolution across the cosmos through stone and law. Plato's ideas Sirius and matter Orion meet in humanity. Hinduism's Purusha Sirius and Prakriti Orion converge. Buddhism's Dukkha trials, Orion lead to Sirius's light of liberation. The legacy of Atlantis, the pyramid enigma, and timeless secrets, Elohim, Sirius, Orion, and their influence on pyramid structures. Long before the first chronicles of history took form, a grand civilization ascended to the pinnacle of understanding, not merely of the material world, but of the universe's essence and the fabric of consciousness itself. They didn't erect structures solely for survival. They built to commune with unseen forces, preserve wisdom, and craft machines capable of transforming human perception. The pyramids, long misconstrued as ancient tombs, are in truth pillars of energy forged by those who held the secrets of creation. How could an ancient civilization shift colossal stone blocks with flawless precision? What technology enabled them to construct edifices resonating with Earth's and the cosmos's frequencies? And most pressingly, what lies concealed beneath these pyramids? Guided by star-born light beings, Atlantis's masters harnessed transcendent knowledge of sacred geometry, energy fields, and sonic frequencies to create an immortal legacy. They didn't merely build stone architecture. They fashioned a machine of light, a system to awaken consciousness, attuned to the human mind. Today, though time has erased countless traces, the pyramids stand resolute, a haunting reminder of lost wisdom. The secrets of their creation and true purpose linger, awaiting discovery. Perhaps, when humanity is ready, the door to truth will swing wide once more. The genesis of the pyramids. From epochs lost to time, before history found voice in tangible words, Atlantis touched the zenith of intellectual and spiritual evolution. They grasped not only the physical realm but the mysteries of higher dimensions, where matter and consciousness meld into unity. In Atlantis's golden age, spiritual masters known as Karasar, guardians of sacred wisdom, received guidance from beings of elevated consciousness, the Elohim, and entities from distant constellations like Sirius and Orion. These emissaries didn't merely impart knowledge. They revealed how to wield the universe's energy to craft monumental stone machines, resonating with life's frequencies and opening gateways to other dimensions. As Atlantis neared its twilight, the Kher-Asar knew their civilization's wisdom must endure for future generations. A grand vision took shape. They would erect pillars of memory, not just to store knowledge, but to ignite humanity's consciousness in times to come. Thus, the pyramids were born. To fulfill this mission, the Kher-Asar gathered Atlantis's finest architects, energy engineers, and masters of sacred geometry. These were no mere builders. They were souls who comprehended the universe's workings, weaving cosmic principles into stone, alignment with Earth's energy grid. The pyramids couldn't rise haphazardly. They demanded placement at the confluence of Earth's energy grid, where natural currents surge most potently. Atlantis's masters employed a spiritual technology to sense these points, detecting energy vortexes where ley lines intersect. The site of today's Giza pyramid marks one of Earth's mightiest energy nodes, a portal linking directly to the universe's higher planes of consciousness. Timeless construction technology. One of the pyramid's greatest enigmas is how massive stones were moved and aligned with impeccable precision. The Atlanteans didn't rely on the crude physical methods we imagine. Instead, they wielded an ancient technology called Kemet, rooted in the resonance of sound and consciousness. They generated precise vibrational frequencies, reducing the stone's weight, suspending them mid-air as if drawn to their destined place. These weren't ordinary sounds but sacred tones, harmonizing with matter's atomic structure. The Elohim light beings present in this process guided the Atlanteans to harness magnetic energy in torsion fields to manipulate matter. Priests focused their consciousness, merging with the pyramid's energy field, channeling inverse gravity to the stones, willing them into position with thought alone. Structure and purpose of the pyramids. The pyramid isn't mere stonework. It's designed with sacred geometry, mirroring the cosmos's motion. Its proportions precisely reflect universal constants, from pi and the golden ratio phi to the speed of light. This isn't chance, but evidence of profound cosmic insight. Tunnels and chambers within resonate with Earth's frequencies, acting as energy amplifiers, stabilizing the planet's magnetic field and generating fields that influence human consciousness. Hidden subterranean chambers beneath Giza hold records of humanity's origins and consciousness's evolution. Beyond archives, they're portals to other dimensions, where souls can tap the universe's primal energy, awakening human consciousness. Upon completion, the pyramid was no relic, but a spiritual instrument. It could sway the consciousness of those near it, stirring dormant memories within their DNA of their true origins. The Asar foresaw Atlantis' fall, yet knew the pyramids would endure, awaiting souls ready to awaken and reclaim forgotten wisdom. Millennia later, modern souls before Giza still feel its mystery, yet few grasp it's not just an ancient edifice, it's a message from Atlantis' ancestors to the future. Can humanity decode this call and resume its journey of consciousness? Or will the pyramid's secrets slumber on in time's ceaseless flow? Mystic coordinates. When Giza's pyramid encodes light cipher. Among the Great Pyramid of Giza's deepest mysteries is the uncanny alignment of its geographic coordinates with the speed of light. Its precise latitude, 29, 9,792,458 meters per second, north, mirrors the speed of light in a vacuum 299,792,458 meters per second. This convergence defies dismissal, especially since ancient civilizations lacked our modern metrics of meters and seconds. This raises haunting questions. Did the pyramid's builders wield advanced cosmic knowledge, comprehending light's velocity millennia before modern discovery? Or is this a vestige of a transcendent science, lost when Atlantis faded? This alignment bolsters the theory that the pyramid isn't mere architecture, but a sophisticated device, a gateway to higher dimensions, where light and consciousness fuse as one.